What's going on? You are tuned into Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. BurrOaks. And also, no, I'm not saying you're yet. Yeah, put your fucking hand down. I got a special guest for everybody. We got the man himself, Pitch Wizard Dave, thy Pitch Wizard for y'all. What's going on, boys?
What's going on, guys? Thank y'all for having me.
No problem, dude. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, man, it's good to get together since McAfee hasn't been doing his spaces for UCL. So
yeah, everyone take a minute and just tweeted McAfee. Wow, Matt, you don't care about us the way that Legs and Oaks do. Luckily, we're getting Dave to give you guys some wisdom here. We're gonna get a little insight on Manchester United. But yeah, everybody just go complain to McAfee that he's just not getting the voices out there anymore. We thought McAfee cared. Damn, Matt, busy guy. Love you, Matt.
Agreed. We love you, Matt.
So Dave, I know this is your first time on the show. What we like to do, just make sure everybody's on the same level here. We like to get some shit off our chest. So if you had any bad bets from last week, this is where we blame them. It wasn't us. We picked right. They fucked up. That's on them. So I have a short list because I know Oaks, I talked to him earlier, and he seemed to be in his feelings a little bit more than I am. And I'll be able to pile on, guys, so don't worry about it. So we're in fuck yous. My first one is red cards, straight up. Ruined 3 to 4 of my bets off the rip. Hetafe got fucked. Sassuolo was up and then got fucked. Batiste got fucked. I think Chelsea also got a red card, which it gave me hope that there would be a comeback. There was not. So fuck you guys. Little discipline. I'm the card guy here telling you, hey, little discipline. Maybe don't fucking ruin the entire game when you're playing some shit team like Almeria. Or, just little things, guys. Maybe don't get red cards so you can play with a full team. I wrote just Leverkusen on here. I'm not mad. You guys are still undefeated. I'm just really disappointed. You couldn't beat Dortmund. And what's even worse, you couldn't get me over 1.5 and the win. Dortmund got the first goal.
yeah,
I had to argue with Oaks how you guys weren't leaky, and then you gave up a goal to Dortmund away. What the fuck are we doing here? So Leverkusen, I'm not bad. I'm just disappointed. I have Burnley on here. They won. I was on Sheffield double chance, and I do have stats ready to absolutely bury someone, but I don't know if I'll have enough time for that. But fuck you, Burnley. You're the only points you pick up at home. The only time Burnley's picked up points this season, actually, is when I am completely against them. So fuck Burnley. Have fun back down in the championship. I won't miss you at all. All right, I'm good. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Rayo Vallecano. Just score one. I mean, I know it's Bilbao and they're tough, but you subbed Issei Palazone off at half. What up, Frenchie? Shout out. But yeah, you subbed Issei off at half. You never brought on RDT at all. You were down 3-0 and 4-0 for a while. Showed absolutely no heart out there on the road. Kind of disappointed in you, Rayo Vallecano. I just needed one. Wolfsburg over in Germany. Fuck you. A little bit my fault for betting you on the road, but goddamn, you let up 3. Yikes. Next up, Sergio Herrera with the fucking double save in that Osasuna match off of that Kubo fucking piss missile that he had no business saving in the first place, but makes an excellent save. And then fucking the rebound, he has absolutely no business saving, dives back across his body and gets just the fucking tips of his fingers in it. Denies my Sociedad's second goal, which was plus 165, and the match ends up tied 1-1. Don't get our Sociedad money line. So Sergio Herrera, that might have been the save of the week in La Liga. I'm not going to lie. That shit was amazing, but fuck you, and fuck you for making me get a bunch of DMs about, yo, dude, you respect Osasuna now? No, the fuck I don't. He made a great save. That's it.
Imagine thinking I'm going to respect you after a tie. Relax.
Yeah, right. VAR, West Ham, you got beat by Crystal Palace? Really? They just lost 2-0 to Bournemouth in their own crib. Yikes. So, yeah, West Ham, big time on my shit list. Already covered Leverkusen, the Sassuolo red. Napoli scored a goal, just one fucking goal. You got Oshiman out there. One? I know it's Inter, but like at your own house, score a fucking goal. Batiste / Spanish refs, Villarreal / Spanish refs / VAR. I don't know how you fucking call for that goal to be overturned for a foul there. Like, did he have his hand on his back? Sure. Did he just completely fall? Like, it had no impact on the play. So I don't know how you call for a recommendation for that to be overturned to take away our over 2.5 that I thought was dead in the water because we didn't have shit after halftime. It was 0-0. And then we got both teams to score, and fucking here comes Sevilla to fuck it up again, and they get bailed out by VAR. So super pissed about that. Yeah, Felix, fuck you. I hate your face. And Atleti.
What a douchebag. Can I just say, you're on loan, just got an extension at this club, and you're going to score against them and celebrate. I question if you were even going to be allowed to play, because I would put that on all of my loanees. Oh, you can't play against us. We're your parent club. But then you're going to go and celebrate, and then he's like, oh, it sucks playing in Atleti. I love playing at Barcelona. Didn't they just say they weren't going to spend the money to buy you, bro? Like, you are just such a simp little bitch. He's got to be one of the most hateable people. And what makes it even easier for me is you went to Barca. It's like you've painted this. You had a target on your back, and you just keep painting bigger red circles. Oh, man. What an absolute cocksucker. If you're going to leave my team for like 9 months and then celebrate against us, you are a douche. Oh, my God. I forgot that game even happened. I blanked it.
So that's all I got. I'm feeling much better. Dave,
oh,
you
hold
got
on.
anything?
Can we go back to Napoli Inter real quick? Because, like in the NFL or like in college football, when they're like, yo, we have to bury the tape. Yo, Napoli, you got 15 shots at your own crib. Didn't even have one expected goal. You got blanked at your own crib, 3-0. Yeah, you got to bury that tape. Maybe fire whatever this interim coach is, get another one. Hopefully, like at least get a better looking one. Give him a fly ass suit if you're just gonna play bullshit football, or like put him in some hot ass kicks like Jim Curtin does. Like, I don't know what you gotta do. You gotta bury that tape though. That is a fucking horrendous game. And now you gotta question if Napoli's even making the top 4 after that. Dave, what do you got for us? Get something off your chest.
Well, first off, I do like the call on the VAR. These penalties / like no penalties these past couple of weeks, especially in the EPL, have just been atrocious. I used to think what a handball was in the box. I can't give you an opinion or a example right now, but you can go back and look at any kind of penalties or no call penalties on the EPL the past 2 or 3 weeks. I thought I knew what a handball was or a foul was, but don't know anymore. Hopefully they get that situated. But today I had one. Man City not scoring a fucking goal today. A big fuck yous. I had both teams to score in over 2.5 in that one. The Man City versus Aston Villa at Villa Park. Man City, I think after the 12th minute, Holland had 2 great chances on goal, and I think the XG was 0.0 for Man City after those 2 chances for Holland. Yeah, and even Aston Villa, after scoring a goal 1-0 in the 75th minute around there, Man City did not put up a fucking chance to even get in front of goal. So as a Man U fan and as a capper, fuck you to Man City for that.
Yup.
And that's all I got on that one.
Bayern and City are frauds.
Yeah,
I'm not going to throw Bayern in that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not throwing Bayern on.
You know what the worst part about it is too, is that City being like, "Oh no, we're struggling. All right, well here's $200 million in January. Fix it."
Yeah,
and he will, because that's what Pep Guardiola does.
Well, yeah, Pep is a huge factor in that. I mean, anybody can spend $200 million a lot of times nowadays, but Pep's a big factor in putting those 2 together.
Yeah, don't get me started on the whole Pep Guardiola thing of like how he spent like $4 billion over the last decade, but we still praise him. I don't want to get into it, but it's just
at least he wins with it.
That's the only thing I will give him is that like, well, they know his plan will work, which is why.
Manchester United spends all that money, and we get happy if we're top 4.
Well, you got the wrong bald guy in a sweater, but
he looks kind of like him, so he looks like Pep. So.
Oh, the 2 news things I have. Wait. Oh, I accidentally deleted my Wiles news. All right, well, this is sad, guys. Well, KDB is apparently coming back in January. They have him on the roster for the Club World Cup.
Nice.
So, hey, does that count as a January signing, or we want to just put KDB down?
Might as well.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right? He's been out for fucking 3 months.
And the other one was James Rodriguez is delusional. So I don't know if you guys saw the interview he did, but they were talking about Real Madrid. And, he gave us the shout out. He's like, yeah, Man City and PSG offered us more money, but Don Perez called me and said, you want glory? And I chose glory. All right, sick. And then he's like, I thought my first season was pretty good. I had 42 goals and 42 assists. And I was like, what the fuck season was that? I was like, I was there. You did not score that many goals.
Yeah.
And I go and look, and it's like 13 goals and like 18 assists. Solid season. But, dude, you just tossed an extra 30 goals and assists on. This man didn't even have 42 goals for us total. He had 37. I had to go and check because I was like, dude, am I the dumb one here? When was he doing this? I was like, did he hit that many free kicks? Because what I really remember is him just smashing free kicks one year. So,
yeah.
Thomas,
that World Cup year, too.
Yeah. 37 goals, 42 assists total for Madrid. Total. That's why I was like, okay, dude. Maybe maybe there was a miscommunication in the interview, but when you say my first year I had 42 goals, 42 assists, I was like, holy shit, what did you look at Ronaldo's number when you were
that's Messi. That's Messi numbers.
Yeah, so it was just weird. But we're gonna get into the slate now. We're starting an EPL. It is a fat EPL slate, especially since we have some Thursday games to talk about tomorrow. So we'll start with the Thursday games. First one is Everton versus Newcastle. My input on this one is short and sweet. Newcastle's got a plus sign. I know they've been playing a lot of football and they got some injuries and they had to rotate. It's all just working though. Eddie Howe is a fantastic manager. You can probably go back to my podcast with Bond back in 2018 when we said, yo, if you give Eddie Howe some money, I would love to see a team like that. Well, we're watching it and it's beautiful to watch. Lewis Miley, 17-year-old, fucking 6'11" somehow. When you look the same size as Joelinton, you're only 17 and you look that good already. I would be pretty comfortable if I'm Newcastle. So I'm looking at Newcastle. I think it was like plus 120. I didn't shop it around. I just looked at DraftKings. No offense to Everton. I think Sean Dyche, this is just going to be a tall order for Sean Dyche. I think it's going to be a little bit of a hard game to watch. I think Sean Dyche is going to be more focusing defensively. And I know DCL, is he still out? He was unfit for the last game. So Beto had to start.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone in that Everton attack being a problem for anyone on this Newcastle backline. I even think that without Burns back there, Livermenta's been playing fantastic. I would even go as far as to say he looks better than Burns. So you look at Botman coming back soon. I think Trippier is still just unbelievable on the attack. I don't really see Everton stopping them at all. I think it's Newcastle money line. I think it'll be pretty easy. Oaks, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, Pope is out, right?
Yeah, but I trust Dubrovka. Like, do you think Beto's gonna do you really think they have enough people in?
No, I don't. I just
all right.
Gotta mention it for everybody watching. Yeah, with Pope out, I still think getting plus 130 is nice value here on Newcastle money line. I'm gonna keep pressing on Isak because he is playing really well. He got a goal VAR'd away from him that was kind of bullshit. So. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, his goal streak is living on. He saw the ball hit the back of the net, taken away on some VAR bullshit that we already bitched about. So, yeah, I'm probably going to play Isak for an anytime goal, and I like the number on Newcastle money line, plus 130.
Dave, what do you got?
I do like this Newcastle side. Everton at home, though, at Goodison Park is a little tricky. Their fans obviously get behind them, kind of like at Newcastle at St. James. Sean Dyche, he's usually a defending minded coach, but they have been giving up goals, Everton. But at the same time, I feel like Everton's had chances in front of goal more so than they usually do. Instead of drawing out a 0-0, they'll tie a 1-0 or lose a 2-1. But, I mean, hell, the form that they're in isn't bad. I mean, hell, I'm looking at the past 5 games in the EPL, and they're top 7 in form, which doesn't go huge because a lot of teams right now are good form. But Newcastle, they've scored 13 goals in their last 5 away games. So I do like Newcastle on this money line. If you like the team total as well, Newcastle team total over 1.5 might be a good shout as well.
Yeah, if you're a stats guy, just know that Everton has only scored 5 goals at home so far this season, too.
I'd see like what the XP would. I mean, I doubt it's good, but I mean, hell, Everton's one of the best formed teams away from home right now. They're a lot worse than they are at home than away, which is very surprising. Noting that Goodison Park is a good stadium to play at. But yeah, that's a little odd. So, but yeah, I do see goals in this one. Newcastle have scored a good bit away from home recently. So yeah, I could see maybe Everton getting one, but I wouldn't mess with the both teams to score or anything like that.
I see this one being like so slow to start, and then Newcastle's going to see one hit the back of the net, and then they'll end up winning this like 4-0, 4-1.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, well, I can
Sam?
see 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 2-1 kind of thing.
All right, the next Thursday game, we have Tottenham versus West Ham. This one's got me kind of torn because, Tottenham just got a good result. They got the tie against City. They have some people coming back from suspension. They got a little bit more to work with in that lineup. And Ange's going to play his style of football no matter who they play. We'll see what West Ham wants to do, because I think what really helped West Ham is that Antonio finally got hurt, so they could play their best players at forward rather than being like, hey, let's spend $80 million on this guy and not fucking play him. So if you want to see Kudus, Paqueta, and Bowden, controlling the attack, maybe they can do that. I think Tottenham, that they're going to kind of ride this form. They're going to ride back into form. They have another tough game on the weekend as well. So this is a lineup game for me, but I think Tottenham at home, if you can get a decent number on them, I think that they should be able to take care of business. But I don't think there's been that much respect from Vegas on West Ham that you're going to be like, oh, I can get a Tottenham draw no bet at a bettable number. It's like, no, you won't. And really, it's just what I'm going to take in this game is just Son to score, because I don't really trust either of these teams. Oaks.
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't deny what you're saying with the with how Tottenham play. What is it? Andra Postacoglu.
See, you tried to pronounce the whole name. I avoided the fuck out of
that. That was a whole mouthful. But yeah, I really like him as a coach. He's from Australia, obviously. I got a buddy of mine that's from Australia that knew about him before he came to Tottenham, and he's like, yeah, he was a great coach in Australia. So I kind of had a little bit of a belief that he might do well, but I had no idea how well he would do in the attacking play that Tottenham is finding joy in every game, even without Harry Kane this year, which is a big surprise. But yeah, Son has just gotten right in there and been that person that scores the goals for him and whatnot. Richarlison, Brennan Johnson has actually slid in on that left side and not been too bad. So yeah. Tottenham, not Tottenham, against West Ham. Michel Antonio being hurt, feel sorry for the guy, but you're kind of right. He doesn't do too much. He'll have stints every now and then that will get a goal or two, but can't really rely on a striker if he only scores every 3 or 4 games. So yeah, I do like Son to score. It's a great look. I see Tottenham winning this game 3-1 through 4-1 kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the value on Tottenham money line at -25 is definitely there. I wouldn't drift much lower than -130. I think that's kind of the bottom end of the market there for me on the money line. Son at +125 has good value. He's red hot. I just don't know how you go off of him. He's got, 5 goals in his last 6 games, including his international caps. So I don't know how you get off of him with his form. I think West Ham played way better than they should have and had way more production than they should have in the first half of the season. I think West Ham, who's got a lot of tough opponents coming up and is still dealing with juggling midweek football over in Europa League, I think that we're about to see some serious West Ham regression here in the EPL. I think it's going to be really tough for them to go on the road and get a win. That said, I can see them scoring. I can see both teams to score here, but I do like Tottenham to get multiples. So if you don't want to lay the juice on the -125, Tottenham money line at over 1.5, maybe Tottenham team total over 1.5. I didn't shop that number beforehand though, but yeah, I think that's all kind of worth a look there. I think this is going to be a multiple goal win here from Tottenham.
Yo, Enter Valencia just scored, and Botafogo just are absolute shambles how they blew that league title. Wow. Brazilian league is going on right now. It's the last match week, so you're going to see me randomly get excited. Shout out Enter Valencia for just throwing a dagger in Botafogo, though.
I know Baez scored.
Sam, sorry you missed fuck yous there. They're pretty good. I'll be honest. They're very well rounded. Just very versatile. Yeah, facts, Frenchie. Good call. All right. Anyway, speaking of Sam, we're going to Aston Villa versus Arsenal. So, wow. If we watch today and you want to just take a quick look at the stats, Aston Villa has not lost at home. They are 7-0. They just took down big bad EPL defending champs Manchester City. I honestly think that this was the worst City performance I've maybe seen in the last, I can't even say decade. I want to say like 15 years. It was that bad. You have Erling Haaland, who now I don't like giving KDB that much credit, but apparently only one guy on Manchester City can loft the ball for a fucking 6'4" goal scoring robot to at least hit it towards a rectangle. So when KDB gets back, maybe we see a different result. But right now, Aston Villa at home, defensively incredible, record-wise incredible, offensively incredible. Arsenal, this is going to be a tall order for you guys. I think Arsenal's defense has even been a little leaky the last couple of weeks. I love goals here, and I can't see going wrong with an Aston Villa draw no bet. This is going to be the hardest game they have right now after we just watch them handle City the way they did. This will be their toughest game, so it's hard to not back the villains at home, though. They're just playing some ridiculous football at the moment. Oh, shit. Lord.
Yeah, we got an Endrick Golasso.
They're about to just run this fucking title up. I'm about to lie bet Flamengo anyway, just to see how interesting it gets.
Facts. Endrick was plus 250, by the way, boys.
He's always ridiculously high.
Yeah. Hulk was plus 190 as well. So,
well, that one's.
Anyway, yeah, I like Villa here. We just saw how dangerous they are at home. I also think their goal differential at home is like 25-4 and 5 conceded. Like, Villa at home does not play. Unai Emery ball is fucking vicious. Like, you guys heard me gassing up Unai Emery at the end of last season. I thought he should have been much more in the conversation for EPL Manager of the Year because he took that team from fucking relegation all the way into a Europa League spot, which is mad fucking impressive. Also, he's Spanish. I fuck with my Spanish guys. So, yeah, I think Aston Villa is very live. They just beat Man City. They'll be riding high, but I don't think they're going to get so high that they forget what they're doing. The atmosphere is absolutely ruckus in that building. It's a fun place to see. I really like what I saw out of Ollie Watkins today. I'm going right back to his 2 shots plus 1 shot on target. Like, I was talking with Bird today over in Discord, and I'm like, yo, I like 2 shots, 1 shot on target. And Bird's like, oh, City give up the least shots in the EPL, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, it's Villa at home, and Ollie's the guy. And you're going to give me minus 115 on him just to shoot the ball twice and put it on target once? He's done that in 13 out of 15 now so far. He's only not put up 2 shots in 1 game this season. He's only not hit the frame twice. So really good number on that, especially when they're at home as underdogs playing top 4 side. Because I think this Aston Villa side is a top 6 club.
Yeah, I agree with you, Oaks.
A little loophole here, Oaks. I got to talk nice about an Arsenal manager. See what you did there?
Yeah, I like this Aston Villa side. They showed me today that they're the real deal against Man City. Even though Man City didn't have KDB, Rodri, or Doku starting for him or playing for him today, I think this Aston Villa side at home is very strong. Like you said, Oaks, they're definitely the strongest side in the EPL at home. But Arsenal coming into this game having that thriller of 3-2 against Luton. So both teams will come off of a pretty emotional win coming off the week going into the weekend. So I kind of see maybe both teams kind of clutching down in this game maybe. Maybe a 1-1. I think both sides know that a loss.
Oh, you just ruined this fucking game for me, Dave.
I know. But I think a draw here would both teams would be okay with it coming out, just because of the fact where they are in the table and nobody's really running away with the lead right now. So for some reason, I mean, I would go for goals all day if it wasn't for that damn game today against City. I believe that maybe Aston Villa could still have a strong defensive showing against Arsenal. Arsenal might not have their shooting boots on, kind of like City today, or even have a fucking shot. So yeah, I do see a low scoring game in this one. 1-1, I think is fair.
This Villa defense gets even nastier when you remember Tyrone Mings is going to come back from that knee injury at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my automatic card bet too. So I've been missing him. I won't lie to you guys. Oh, he says Saka goal or assist. Wow, just play it safe. All right, this one's for you, Dave. I'm gonna let you start us off. It's Manchester United hosting Bournemouth. A lot of confidence over at Manchester United and Old Trafford after being able to defeat Chelsea. Big bad Chelsea over in 10th place. So, how are you feeling for this one?
So guys, it's been a crazy season so far. Roller coaster season for Manchester United, like always.
It's
We
December.
did just come off of we did just come off of a great win against Chelsea, 2-1. Scott McTominay is a fucking monster in the midfield. I don't care if he has great games all the time. If he scores goals and wins us games every now and then, he can play. If you're a midfielder and can score goals, as long as you know how to halfway defend, then you're fucking playing for me. Because just there's not a lot of midfielders nowadays that you can rely on to score goals, and that's what Manchester United has with Scott McTominay. Bruno Fernandes today missed that penalty kick, which was not good. But I want to mention Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, he misses us.
Yeah, well, but I want to also say, I want to shoot y'all this. Out of the past 5 games, the form that Manchester United is the best in the EPL. They're tied with Arsenal with 12 points in the last 5 games. So their form is the best out of the last 5 games in the EPL. So I can honestly say that right now, I think we can beat Bournemouth by 2 goals. But I'm not going to say that bump in my chest. Solanke on the other side, the striker is very good. They have a very decent back line and whatnot. But I think Manchester United can finally figure this thing out and maybe get on a roll. Garnacho's had a fantastic couple games. I was not the biggest Garnacho fan, honestly, past few months, but past few weeks has really showed me that he can play with the big boys. He's got a shot on goal every game in the past 5 or 6 games. So look for him to maybe. He has a lot of courage. He's not afraid of anything. He'll run at defenders. Marcus Rashford needs to maybe be on the bench for a couple more times before he needs to get back on the field starting. The fire isn't just there with him anymore. But as a team, I think Ten Hag has got us believing halfway more than what we need to be. Last week that came out with, the news about how half the team doesn't like his training sessions because they don't like to run or don't know the reason why they're running. Dude, if you're fucking like, if you have a coach, doesn't matter if the coach fucking sucks or not, dude, man, just do whatever he wants. And people are getting paid too much. Players are getting paid way too much nowadays. They're literally it's kind of like the NBA with like LeBron James and all these players. Like they're deciding what is going on behind the scenes, but that shouldn't. Pep Guardiola.
I just want you to know there is no LeBron James on Manchester United right now.
Well, I think I said something about the NBA, but no, I mean, well, let's stick with soccer, like Mbappe. But there's just so many players nowadays, especially in the Man U locker room, that think that they know what they're talking about or think that they have it, but they really don't. It's just been for a whole decade of Manchester United, the culture there is just flat out just disintegrated. But if we're talking about this game right here, Man U versus Bournemouth, 2-0 Man U win.
Yo, Oaks, sidebar. Don't worry, Dave probably can't hear us. Yo, you could tell he's a Ten Hag-aner right away, bro. You could just immediately. Right when you talk about the form over the last 5 games, guys. You like Ten Hag? I got it.
No, it's just making me like him just a little bit. Glazer's down.
I'm just going to ask questions for this one. I don't have any picks for this one. Who's starting up front for you, Dave?
Hodgson, Garnacho, and hell, you probably start Palestri there instead of Antony or Rashford right now.
I'll be honest with you. I would throw Garnacho up front before I even throw Haaland up there, and I'd let Pellistri and Antony just run the fucking wings. Just throw three electric players and see how it goes.
Haaland's been actually playing decent. When I watched today, I mean, yeah, he didn't get a goal or whatnot, but he's getting a lot of good touches and whatnot. And he's still young, but I do like him. Garnacho's young. Garnacho's not a out and out striker. He's a winger.
Yeah, the 8 shots today. Anyway. 8 guys.
Like, you need someone that's just gonna jack for chicks and like score and like just play with some huevos because Casemiro ain't on the pitch right now.
Well, in the midfield is a whole nother story, you know. But
oh, hold on, I agree. Haaland is good, but unfortunately, he's 20 and he's on Manchester United. Now, if you haven't noticed, Manchester United fans maybe not so patient, especially when they spend 80 million on you. So I agree. If you give him time, he'll be great. But he's 20. He costs 80 million. And he's at Manchester United right now. So,
well, the thing I can say about that is, yeah, he hasn't scored in the EPL yet. He's been helping out a lot and whatnot on the attacking side. He's scored in UCL. But I mean, hell, if we were losing these, like I said, the past 5 games, we've actually been doing well. If we've been losing these games while Haaland hasn't been scoring, it'd be a different story. There'll be a lot more talk about him and his no-goal form. But the fact that Man United has actually found goals from other places, we've been playing well the past few weeks, then Haaland has a little bit more room. Yeah, Rashford definitely enjoys jogging. Hell, I don't even think he enjoys jogging. He might just enjoy walking.
His hair looks great, though.
None of the guys bitching about Ten Hag's conditioning could ever cut it at Madrid. That's what washes most players out week 1. That's why fucking
say his name.
Did you see?
That's why Hazard never worked out because he couldn't fucking pass the fitness test.
Did you see what Nemanja Matic said the other day? That people, when he was playing with Manchester United, Nemanja Matic a couple years ago, that it was so bad about how players were showing up late for meetings and stuff that they started as players started taking money from the people that were late. And he said Sancho and Pogba were one of the worst ones that never showed up, but they would just pay the fines. They said they had, by the end of the season, had $75,000.
I believe that.
Yeah. And I was just like,
yeah, then Pogba's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to Italy and get paid. I don't even care.
But it wasn't even, it was Matic and a couple other players that like came up with like that system.
Yeah.
It was during Ole Gunnar Solskjaer time. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't care. He gave Cavani 2 weeks of vacation at the beginning of the EPL season. Like, dude, like, come on, like, what are we doing? Like,
dude, that's a player's manager, man. What do you mean?
They're like a player's bitch.
All right, we're moving on. Oaks, have anything special to say about this game?
No, I'm straight. I just want to congratulate Garnacho on taking 8 fucking shots. That's fucking awesome.
Shots on goal, bro. I've been actually.
That's what I'm saying. Throw him up there.
Today was the only day I didn't have a shot on goal for him in like 4 matches. And it was.
Don't worry, it was minus 160. Lose track.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna maybe put a little 150 there, see if I could get it down to that. But yeah, obviously he had one in like the first 20 minutes today against Chelsea.
All right, moving on. We got Everton versus Chelsea. So again, I feel like we gave you guys the arguments of why Everton might get a result. Unfortunately, Chelsea is not Newcastle. Otherwise, they wouldn't be as butthurt as they are right now, and Pochettino's seat wouldn't be so fucking hot. Hard loss to Man U today for Chelsea. I still think they're better than Everton. They haven't been playing terrible football. I think what really fucks Chelsea up is that if Reece James isn't in, they can't build out of the back at all. Watching Axel Diassi or whatever try to dribble his way up the line and dribble out of bounds multiple times in a row is fucking hard to watch. Thiago Silva being your best playmaker at like fucking 40 in the EPL isn't the best look. So if Reece James is going to start, if he's going to take that armband, if he's going to take a leadership role and not get a fucking red card like he's Serginho Dest, I back Chelsea here completely. But if Everton, Sean Dyche likes to mix it up against the big guys. Sean Dyche loves playing the big guys, and you can tell like he just shows enough passion when he's managing these type of games that you actually have some belief. Like, we're going to Goodison Park. Chelsea, I don't even know what to say about Chelsea's form when it comes to home and away because it's been just so all over the fucking place. It's been sporadic if they're actually going to score goals the game or like what they're going to do. Sterling, after having one of the best performances of the season, has been a fucking ghost. So there's nobody on either of these teams I can be like, this guy's going to go out and get it for them. Because if Reece James isn't starting, then Chelsea's going to have a fucking hard-ass time. Because if I'm Sean Dyche, I'm either parking the bus and making this fucking horrible for you, or I'm high-pressing the shit out of you because my guys aren't as good as your guys. So I want to back Chelsea. I lean Chelsea here, but wait for lineups. This is going to be a sketchy one. Oaks, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to take Chelsea here. Everton, I know it's back-to-back home games, but they're getting into a tough part of their schedule. They're not creating very much offense. I agree. Kind of wait for lineups, see what's going on, but you're getting plus 125, plus 130 on Chelsea. That's a nice number.
Dave, what are you feeling?
Yeah, that is a nice number. It's kind of a strange number, plus 120, plus 130, because I would think Chelsea would be a little bit more favored than that, especially coming off a loss and then how just Everton's not been playing well. I think maybe the lines will definitely change after Everton's game against Newcastle, depending on what happens there. But yeah, Chelsea have been actually scoring goals. Beginning of the year and all last season, Chelsea's main problem was scoring goals. But this year, they have been. You can't really pinpoint where or how they've been scoring goals, but they have been. I mean, Nicholas Jackson hasn't been in form. Mudryk hasn't been in that much form, but they have been scoring goals from the midfield. Cole Palmer has been playing really well for Chelsea. I think he actually finally got a goal without scoring a penalty today, which is good for him. But yeah, I could see a low-scoring Chelsea win here, 1-0, 2-0, maybe off of a penalty kick. But yeah, I do see Sean Dyche kind of parking the bus on this one.
I think the worst thing that could have happened was Nicholas Jackson asking Astrid Wet for nudes and then not scoring the next game. If you don't know who Astrid Wet is, she's like a UK like OnlyFans girl, but also a Chelsea fan. Super annoying. That was going viral with them FaceTiming and him asking her for nudes while someone's recording them on FaceTime. So she's on
OnlyFans, but he was asking her for nudes.
Oh, you can literally just Google Astrid. Folks, I said this to you. I was like, you can Google straight up Astrid Wet's tits, and the first image is her naked.
But he wanted those custom.
Oh no, yeah, you like Chelsea, right? I'm the forward. Yo, show me your titties. It makes sense to me. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Oh my god!
Not the best look if you don't score the next game. It's just like, whoa, Astrid, that shit looking trash, I guess.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Fulham versus West Ham. This game's gonna be sick. I'm actually really excited for this game because Fulham is playing fantastic football right now. Fulham, they put the pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool needed that late winner. They've just been what was the stat? I think it was like the first time in I don't know how many years that they put up more than 3 goals in 4 straight matches. Like they're just pumping teams. They're pumping teams right now. I love Fulham here at home as well. West Ham, I think West Ham's gonna have a bad taste in their mouth after having to travel to Tottenham and then go to Fulham. I think it's gonna be a little rough one for West Ham. But I love Fulham here. I want to say you can get Fulham on a draw no bet too, even if you want to be soft about it. The safe, smarter pick. I'm taking Fulham money line though. Do not get hype on Raul Jimenez. I won't go through this again. I still remember someone trying to tell me Raul Jimenez. Oh, dude, Barcelona and Real Madrid are on the what? Who the fuck wants him? And then he followed up by not even hitting double-digit goals for the next 6 years. So I know he cracked his skull open. Glad he's back, and he scored today. I'm not going to say he's scoring goals again because we'll see. If he can, I will eat my words if he can continue scoring. I fucking doubt it, though. So nobody tell me shit about Raul Jimenez. We can talk about Polina and Iwobi, and that's it for Fulham, okay? We're not doing any of the Raul Jimenez bullshit. But I also think we could get a 2-foot-talk special here. Both teams to score over 2.5. Oaks, who you got?
Yeah, I'm thinking kind of the same thing. I think West Ham's going to have their hands full with Tottenham. I said I could see him scoring a goal. I'm not 100% sure they do. I do think they can score against Fulham. Both teams to score is super juiced, though. It's minus 148 was the best price. I do like the over 2.5 look as well. Fulham is cooking right now. I don't think I need to tell you guys again how much I like Polina back there. Look, I like this Fulham squad. I think they're quality. I was pissed to see him lose Mitrovic. I thought that they could contend around the top half of the table there if they kept Mitrovic. I want to say they finished like 8th or 9th last season, and I thought they could really kind of build. They've been doing okay. We'll see if they make I apologize. Any moves here in the winter transfer window. But yeah, Fulham's hitting a really nice run of form. They've gotten a little bit of ball luck recently, and they're just playing well. And at home, I think that, a draw no bet against West Ham's no problem, but I think they could probably win on the money line, like a 2-1.
I'm
Yo,
not going
hold
the other
on.
way here.
Everybody is apparently rumored to Arsenal. If you're a midfielder and you're doing well right now, you're a rumored to Arsenal. I heard you guys are getting Luis too off Aston Villa, and you guys are about to play him. So,
Man, I mean, hell, Arsenal, y'all already got Declan Rice.
yeah, you just spent over $100 million on Rice. Fuck, guys, spread the
Oh,
wealth.
my God.
Did
But
you
no,
start 5 fucking forwards too the other day? Like you started Jesus, Martinelli, fucking Kai Havertz, Saka, and
Did Trossard also start?
no, Odegaard.
Yeah.
And then put fucking Rice in the middle there. Like,
Hey, he held it down for him.
Yeah, but no, I'm kind of going to go the other way on this game. I think West Ham might edge this one out against Fulham. Yeah, I like Fulham as a team, but West Ham showed me a lot earlier in the season what they could do. And David Moyes as the coach, I think we'll have him ready for this game in the weekend. But I do like the both teams score over 2.5 look. I think that's a pretty safe play. But for some reason, I do like this West Ham side on this spot coming in. And I'm looking at the standings right here. In the last 4 games for Fulham has been win-loss, win-loss. So they just came out of that 5-0 win. I think West Ham is a strong team and might catch them here. So yeah, give me West Ham.
Dave, we are on the complete opposite sides. Even when West Ham is doing well, I was like, this isn't gonna last, guys. And folks, just so you know, my math, just know my brain is huge. You realize that if Brentford and Chelsea both win, which I have them both winning this weekend, you realize where West Ham would drop, right?
probably below that 10 spot.
11th place, right where I said.
Yep.
So, just little things. Last English game I got for you guys. It is Tottenham Newcastle. We are double dipping with Newcastle, like I said. Oh, wait, we're double dipping with Tottenham too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, everything.
Shit. Wow. It's almost like a quadruple dip. Wow. Newcastle money line. I'm not going to sugarcoat this or anything. I think Son might score one. I might take a TwoFootTalk special, but I'm taking Newcastle money line here. Everybody's got a full week, and I think Newcastle are the better team than Tottenham. I think they have a better manager. The only thing that could really fuck them over here is if the refs feel bad for Tottenham, which they usually don't. And I'll take cards. So Newcastle and cards for me.
I'm gonna let Dave go. He looks like he's got something to fire on this one.
No. I mean, you said you had Tottenham or Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah, I don't see how you can lean Newcastle here.
PSG said that same
home.
thing.
Hey, but no, I think Tottenham at home will get the better of Newcastle. Newcastle hasn't showed me recently that they've been in form. I think they've been the Champions League has kind of sucked the life out of them a little bit. They have a lot of players injured and whatnot. Eddie Howe's kind of still trying to figure out how to get through a season with all the competitions. But no, I do like Tottenham here. I think who do they have before the game? We already talked about it.
West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
West Ham at home.
Yeah, I think these back-to-back home games are going to be good for them. I think the Australian coach, like we said, are going to get them ready for both these games. So yeah, I think this is going to be a 3-2, 3-1 kind of game. High scoring, but Tottenham comes out with it.
I'm going to ride with the goals as well. I think I like both teams to score over 2.5 here. No, Nick Pope is definitely more of a concern against Tottenham than it is against Everton. Yeah, I don't fucking respect Everton. So yeah, I think it's more of a concern here versus versus Tottenham. I still do think Newcastle's got one of the best defenses in the EPL before you can even get to the keeper. I think they attack well. I think that Isak being back has brought a lot more firepower to this offense. I've seen just a lot of stuff to like out of Newcastle. They're going to be pressed here, and it's going to be an exciting game. Both teams to score over 2.5 is a nice price. Is it? I can't remember. I didn't write down a price for that one, so that's on me. Listen, could Tottenham win both these games? Absolutely. Tottenham hasn't been playing a lot of midweek football, though, and I think they kind of forget what it's like to play 2 games in 3 days, whereas Newcastle has been playing 2 games in 3 days for months now. So Newcastle is ready for this. They went on the road. They got a big win in Paris that a lot of people think thought they couldn't do. They kept Mbappe goalless twice in back-to-back Champions League games. So I have a lot of respect for Newcastle. I think that this one's going to be tougher than people think. Man, I'm kind of talking myself into an under here. I think Tottenham's going to take West Ham to the woodshed a little bit and beat them like 3-1, maybe 3-0, 2-0. And I think they're going to have a time against Newcastle. So I don't know. I'm going to wait and see what happens in tomorrow's match before I get too pot committed on this one.
We'll see how many people are suspended from this Tottenham team for this game, because Romero is due for a card, right? That was my last English game. We're going over to the real football.
That pen everybody knows that pen shouldn't have counted. That shit's bullshit.
I was about to say, Tom said the exact same thing. He's like, dude, we just beat PSG. I was like, well, you tied. He's like, no, we beat them. They took our win away. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, the refs handed Mbappe the most bullshit penalty kick I've seen since Messi was in the World Cup.
Again, refs, stop saying, oh, yeah, we got that wrong. It only makes you guys feel better. You fucking dickhead.
Right, everybody else.
Guess what? You just ruined Newcastle.
Oh, that doesn't give us 2 points back, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. Pot committed sounds like a motto for Leg. My mom watches this. What the fuck, man? I'm just playing. Anyway, we're going over to I always want to say the greatest league, but it's just really not. Wow, what a just fucking bunch of scumbags. You see Tebas got a fucking extension till 2027. It's no football, though.
It's La Liga.
It's La Liga.
We got Real Betis versus Real Madrid. What a fucking disrespectful line on Real Madrid. You're going to put us at -125 against Real Betis. No offense to Real Betis. You guys know we love Real Betis. It's going to be an Isco revenge game. I'll take any Isco props they got. But we are going to pump Real Betis. Their defense has zero answer for Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid at -125 is an absolute joke. Take whatever parlay you want and make it sexy. Do Real Madrid and over 1.5. You can get a plus sign. Do Real Madrid and both teams to score. If you really trust Isco, you can get a plus sign. I think Kepa's back for this game, and he's fucking whack. Still hate him. Still don't want him on my team. Apparently, we're trying to do an extension for him. Not excited about that one either. But it's Real Madrid, and take whatever lines you want to make it positive. But Real Madrid's winning this game.
Real quick, hey, Sam, you only get to point out shit like that when you didn't do the thing you're being like, well, it's a good thing these guys didn't do it. Like, you got a taste of your own medicine.
Wait,
dude.
Also, they came out and said that was openly wrong. Like,
Right,
it wasn't their manager crying about it, and then the club had to put a statement out. Like, the UEFA was like, yo, they fucked that up.
Like,
It was a little different,
The
We won't
reason
talk about all this shit VAR calls that also happen against Newcastle in the league.
The reason Arsenal gets roasted is because you think you've never done anything wrong in your entire fucking history as a club, and then go, well, these guys are doing it. Like, you're fucking.
I can't get over your manager just contradicting himself completely 30 days in between. Oh, well, it happened to me now, so now I'm mad, and I'm changing exactly what I said. It was just
I'm not going to let Sam fucking derail this show because we got to pick up the pace. I got a pot roast going that I got to get out of the crock pot. So here's the deal. This shit's disrespectful on Madrid. Betis away from home. Listen, guys, don't tell anybody over at the La Liga show I do on Thursdays that I said this, but Betis away from home are fucking trash. They can't keep anybody out of the back of their net. They're fucking. Oh, they are at home. Sorry, my bad. Okay, well, Betis at home, they are pretty good. But this is Madrid, and you ain't got shit on Madrid. So the line at -125 is pretty disrespectful. I also don't hate just waiting to take a live position on Madrid. If there's not a goal in 15 minutes, that's going to be a plus number. If there is a goal and it happens to be Isco scoring on us, or we're conceding, because we do kind of come out and look shaky in the first 15 minutes a lot more often than I'd like, then yeah, you take the double chance live at a plus number, or the draw no bet at a really big plus number, because Madrid, that's what they do. Sometimes they go down early, and then they're the comeback kids. That's what they do. So I might look for a live position on that instead of taking a pre-flop position. Madrid team total is over 1.5 is only -120. I think that's a better number than the live number, because then you don't have to worry about whether or not they win the game, a 2-2 draw, because like I said, Betis is tough at home. Rodrigo's on another worldly rip. You guys have heard me screaming on Twitter that Rodrigo haters are in fucking shambles. I had to listen to these guys tell me that fucking Diaz should start over him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like seeing the youth get some tick, and he's a nice little player. He is nowhere near the fucking caliber of two headers to complete a comeback win against Man City in the UCL skills Rodrigo. Like, Rodrigo is from another fucking planet. So he's going to continue to stay hot. His goal is +170. I couldn't find his assist numbers. They're not up yet. It's fucking Wednesday. But his assists should be around +300. I love that. Jude Bellingham, anytime goal is +175. You guys have seen Jude Bellingham play, right? Like, we've been talking about Bellingham since he was backpacking that Dortmund club, who the reason they didn't win the Bundesliga for the first time in over a decade is because he didn't play. So, yeah.
Dude, what was that? I forgot about
He was banged up. He's like, no, dude, I got this fat-ass Madrid contract. I'm not going to hurt myself to try and win you guys the league. I brought you here. You go finish it off, and you still fucking came up with a draw, Dortmund. That's pathetic. But I digress. I love Madrid.
One day of live betting that was, though, when we just all bet on Bayern and then picked Dortmund to draw or lose. Oh, man, good time.
I love Madrid here. Both teams to score over 2.5 is a plus number. I don't know how you don't bet that, but there's no way Betis get clean sheeted at home, especially if Kepa's in net. I give Lunin a little more credit, but yeah, without Danny Carvajal, somebody accidentally snuck him gluten, which I'm pissed about. So if I got to look at Lucas fucking Vasquez all game.
Yo, Vinicius Tobias was training with the first team, just saying.
Yeah, so if I got to look at Vasquez and fucking Mendy and Alaba back there, who, like, that, I don't love that back line. We'll cough one up.
I would start Nacho at right back. Fuck Vasquez. What do you have to add, Dave?
Yeah, I don't have too much to add with it. Looking at the stats here, Betis has scored 9 goals in their past 5 home games, and Real Madrid has let up 5 goals in their last 5 away. So, so the stats are telling you that Betis will probably get one, but yeah, definitely lean Real Madrid. Seeing maybe a 2-1, 3-1 kind of game in favor of Madrid.
You know how I know they're going to score on us is because they put out all the stats of like, oh my God, Real Madrid has their best defensive stats in their first 15 matches in history with no starting keeper and center back. I was like, we're going to get scored on now. You guys, it's like the commentator's curse. Like, you just out of us. Next one I got for you guys, Villarreal versus Real Sociedad. I'll keep mine quick. It's Real Sociedad money line. Why did you put a plus sign on them? Villarreal, even at home, I don't respect them. Oaks.
Facts. Sociedad should have gotten the game winner versus Osasuna. It was part of my fuck yous. Sergio Herrera, maybe that was definitely the save of the week. I'll give you mad props. That was the same save of the week. The one thing I do want to caution everybody is Barrenechea did take a knock and had to get subbed out first half. I want to see how he's coming along, but I still think Sociedad have plenty to beat a garbage Villarreal team who can't defend at home, who can't, stop letting up goals pretty much fucking everywhere. I can't believe they kept Maccabi Haifa off the score sheet today. Everybody remember Villarreal played midweek. They had to play a makeup game with Haifa over in Europa League. It ended 0-0, and the stadium was fucking pathetic. It was 2/3 empty. This is maybe the most depressed Villarreal fans have been in fucking 5 years. Like, it is bad over there right now, and they can't keep anybody off the sheet, and they've been scoring goals, but they couldn't score against fucking Haifa today. So it's Sociedad all day.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. Sociedad Villarreal has just not been who we expect them to be usually on a year-to-year basis in Spain. But yeah, Sociedad looks really strong even away from home. I definitely would back them. So yeah, I see like a 1-0, 2-0 Sociedad.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Ali Cho, Oyarzabal Barnchea spot, Sunset sitting behind, and then we're gonna go Takefusa Kubo and all right, and we're just run shit up.
Love that.
Next one we got Barcelona versus Girona. The line on Girona being at like plus 450 when they're fucking sitting above Barcelona on the table and only have one loss on their record. Give me the Girona double chance. You can get Girona at +1 at like, I think it was even money.
It's a plus number, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Again, who was Barcelona beating and who are they shit pumping that I'm supposed to take them at that number? That's fucking ridiculous to me. Girona isn't playing good football. I'm not telling you Girona is going to get this win or they're even going to get a result, but I do not see Barcelona beating them by more than a goal. Girona has just been, I do think both of them will score, but they're just playing too good of football right now. Don't have to worry about the European football or any midweek games. It's just one of those runs that they're going to go on because they're well rested and they have a good enough side that they are really just competing for European football, but they're still up there. They're still towards the top of the table. They're fighting with Madrid for the #1 spot. And Barcelona, if you want to be a real team, you'll win this game. I also think you're a bunch of bitches, so you probably won't.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about Savio over on Girona, he's absolutely nasty. I love Savio. He's playing absolutely phenomenal. He's a young Brazilian cat. Just looks like a stud over there. I like Girona +1. You can get +102 on that. I just don't see Barcelona blowing anybody out. I don't see them winning this game 3-1. I don't see Barcelona keeping a clean sheet either. So both teams to score is pretty juiced, but -157, I think that's a nice number, even though it's juiced. Find a dance partner for it. Girona team total over 1.5 is +220. I think that's a ton of value for a team that commits forward in the attack. They are comfortable playing tied or even a goal down because they know they have the offensive firepower, and they just play great team ball and they don't get rattled. And I don't think going on the road to a non-Camp Nou stadium that they can barely sell a quarter of the tickets for is going to intimidate Girona, who's sitting at the top of the table in La Liga. Nobody forget that. So Girona here, I like them.
No, they're not, but
did we finally?
We have 8 more goals in the goal differential.
We got the goal differential. That doesn't surprise me. Girona do concede a lot, but yeah, I could see Girona
undefeated away.
I can see Girona keeping this a very live game. They only have one loss, and it's to Real Madrid, and they only have one draw, and it's to Sociedad. So, 2 draws now.
Yeah, this is a tricky matchup. I mean, Barcelona's only 4 points away from Girona. I know Girona and Real Madrid. I know that Real Madrid and Girona have been, head to head this whole way, but Barcelona's kind of come back a little bit. The injury to Gavi is a huge one for them in the midfield. It's kind of their engine in that midfield, and them not having him is a big blow. And Girona, the last 13, I mean, hell, like you said, Girona hasn't lost a game away from home. The last 5 away, they scored 13 goals. But Barcelona need this game more than Girona do. You would think Girona would sit back and defend maybe and just try to get a point, but that's not what Girona does. So I do see goals in this game. I just can't really see where or which team gets the most. So I would say at the top of my head, off the cusp, both teams score over 2.5 is a pretty safe look on this one.
Girona has a Copa del Rey match tomorrow against Orihuela. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I bet they don't even start
And they
the
suck
Ukrainians.
too.
Their
Oh
squad
man, they're garbage.
Yeah.
They're in the Segunda Federación and they're trash. Wow. Okay. All right. Just more information. Enjoy, guys. Next one I got for you guys. We're going to Italy really quick. We got Juve versus Napoli. We're going to get through a couple of Italian bangers. Then we're going to do a wheel. I don't feel like talking about the 2 German games I have because I assume that they'll be on the board. Juve Napoli. I mean, you can argue bounce back game. You can argue like interim manager game for Napoli. I'm looking at an under here. I think under 2.5 is a great call. Juve plays great defense. Napoli's struggling to score. Unless Osimhen or Special K are going to do something crazy here. I don't know who would score for Napoli. You kind of got to roll the dice. Maybe Politano feels like shooting this game. Maybe Raspadori. Maybe Simeone is going to start for some reason that nobody knows. But Juve defensively, it's just Allegri ball. That's how he plays. The really hard part to watch with Juve is you look at Vlahovic and Chiesa, and you're like, oh, you have some attackers. And they are just fucking Danny Phantom, Casper, the Ghost. And 90% of the games they play for their clubs. And then all of a sudden they'll pop off, and you'll have Vlahovic shushing the crowd. And then he goes 4 games without a fucking goal. So I don't know who you should take like back here. I can't give you a pick. I think I leave Juve. I lean Juve just because they're at home, and I know defensively they're going to be sound. But also, good luck dealing with fucking Osimhen. He just – I feel like Osimhen after a loss, and when you know you got to go Inter straight to Juve, to me, something's going to snap there. But I'm looking at an under here. I think it'll end up being 1-1 or just straight up 0-0 of this game. Feel free to take a shot on target, though. That's our boy still.
I like Juve on the money line. I do think Osimhen coming off of a loss, who he had, 6 shots or something like that.
Yeah, it just seems like he's almost overdue.
Yeah.
I'm now nervous.
I like the both teams to score angle. It's -125. It's a little juiced, but I think that as time goes on, this might creep up. You might be looking at the books might be looking for a little bit more handle on this. So I don't mind it at -125, but I think we'll get a better price. I think Juve money line at home is disrespectful. I think Juve has a legitimate shot at winning this league.
Same.
I agree with y'all. Juve has looked very good this year. They probably one of the favorites to win the league. Napoli getting beat 3-0 by Inter last game was very confusing to me. I thought Napoli would at least, get a goal against Inter. I thought Inter would win, but Napoli just didn't show up as much as I thought they would. So I'm kind of thinking that, I like the both teams to score. Napoli has to get a goal here. Juve is very strong defensively, but Napoli's got to go for it, especially after that 3-0 loss to Inter if they want to keep up with the top 4 race. Right now they're leveled with Roma. They're sitting in 5th because of point difference. So Napoli needs a point against Juve this weekend. They need it. I'm looking. I see like a 1-1 kind of game. Definitely like the under. But if anybody's going to win, it's going to be Juve.
All right, next one I got Atalanta versus AC Milan. I think me and Oaks will probably be aligned on this one.
I didn't know Atlanta, Georgia had a game today.
Oh, I should have spelled it wrong. Good call. I'm not changing it either. So this is how it is. It's written right on my notebook. Milan, you can get on a draw no bet at +105. I think that's absolutely ridiculous for this Atalanta team that couldn't even fucking score a goal last week. I would back a 2-foot-talk special here, but they couldn't score against a bum-ass side last week. Yeah. So why do I think that they're going to score against this AC Milan side? The only thing I will say is that AC Milan had like Teo Hernandez playing center back last week, which felt wrong, but it worked. They got the win, and they are going to get a result against Atalanta. So I'm completely fine doing +105 for a draw no bet. That's a smart pick. I'll probably end up taking a money line and Teo Hernandez to shoot outside the box because that's how I roll.
Yep. Keep it simple. I like both teams to score here. AC Milan's been struggling to keep clean sheets, especially on the road. Atalanta, yes, that was a tough game for them, but it was a Zapata revenge game. He was pretty bitter over that move out of Atalanta. And Torino is very stingy at home. I think Atalanta at home beat up on, or at least get a goal against a AC Milan defense that's a little broken and taken apart, and just an injured Milan squad. I do like this Milan squad a lot. I say it every fucking week, guys, and I'm going to say it again. Pulisic, shot on target. Chukwueze, shot on target. Chukwueze, 2 or more shots. Theo Hernandez, shot outside the box. Every single time AC Milan play.
All right, Dave, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with you. Pulisic has been playing really well with AC Milan. That goal that he had this past weekend, straight from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, from Mignon. That was super nice.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I mean, he put it right in front of him. Great touch, great second touch, and then the finish was just perfect. So yeah, kind of, along with my other teams that have kind of been shit for me this past week that I thought would play a little bit better. Atalanta was one of those teams. Against Torino, they just got fucking curb stomped. And so I'm leaning AC Milan hard on this one. I'm seeing like a 2-0, 1-0 AC Milan. AC Milan have been giving up goals, but Atalanta have just been terrible. They've only scored 6 in their past 5 home games anyways. So,
start Samacha. If they want a goal, start Samacha.
Yeah, he promised 20.
Skamaka.
Yeah, Skamaka.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have big trust in this Atalanta team. So AC Milan 1-0-2-0.
I agree.
All right, next one and last one. We got Roma versus Fiorentina. One of my favorite kit games. You're going to give me the beautiful maroon classics, and if they were still Kappa at least, the fucking beautiful purple Kappa kits. I would love to see that. Always a great kit game between these two. I love Fiorentina away. I preach it. I don't trust them at home, but I love Fiorentina away. Fiorentina away. It
they ended up beating Parma today. I ended up turning that game.
They got smoked. I think they lost 2 or 3-0.
No, they got a late penalty kick. It went 2-2 and went to PKs. I stopped watching. Yeah.
Really? All right. Well, that's a massive choke job from Parma.
They did. They advanced over Parma.
Wow. Okay. Huge choke job. Even better vibes, though. Away at Roma. Roma, they're in like a weird spot of form. They're not losing games, but they keep either like squeaking out tight ones or they're drawing. I love Fiorentina on the draw no bet at plus 155. That's an absurdly high number. And I really trust Fiorentina away.
Nice. Fiorentina away, definitely better. I don't know. I don't have a great opinion on this one. I like both teams to score, but I didn't even shop the number. So
Dave,
Roma at home. 15 goals in their past 5 games. They've won every single one of them at home. Roma against Fiorentina, 2-1.
Love it.
I'm looking at it, and it keeps going. I'm looking at their past matchups, and it's like Fiorentina, Roma, Fiorentina, Roma, Fiorentina. Like, they just keep swapping, and Roma is due. So,
that's perfect.
Sad. I love Fiorentina away, though. No one will ever back me out of
Fiorentina's lost 2. The Italian league, at least, they've lost their last 2 away.
Yeah, I know. I was there. If you watched the whole match, it was bullshit. I'll be honest. That one against AC Milan, complete bullshit. You got a fucking bullshit penalty. Ends 1-0. That was bullshit. And then the other one was Lazio. They dominated Lazio. And then of course the penalty again. The last 2
game was on my fucking use.
Just saying.
Lukaku for a goal.
All right.
Him or Dybala pretty much every time. All right, we're gonna do the wheel now. And let me tell you guys, this is a big fucking moment for Dave. So we have not have anyone on to do a golden booty wheel this season. So you're now about to be 100% for the guests, or y'all are over and the guests are trash, and I'm going to talk shit on you next week when you're not here.
Okay. So
this is the golden booty wheel. On the wheel, you have Wiles pick. That means I'm going to pick what game you do. You have 2 times booty, which opens up a second wheel where you pick 2 different people. You have pick a 4 goal jaunt, which is you just have to pick a goal that's going to hit 4. Or you're going to have to pick a game that has 4 goals. Bundesliga, EPL. Oaks is wild. It's the same as Wild's pick, but it's Oaks. Pick a 0-0. You have to pick a game that has no goals. Twitter booty, you pick like 4 people, and then Twitter decides who you're going to use. And then League 1, Serie A, La Liga. So if it lands on any of the actual leagues, you just pick a guy from one of the matchups you like.
Pull Twitter booty off.
It's okay.
We already have a guest pick.
All right.
So just take Twitter booty off?
Yeah.
Do you want to count Twitter booty as just
Just
guess
pull it
wild?
up.
So Dave's wild.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Dave, you're gonna go first because I don't think either of us hit last week. I will say both of us had our goals taken away from VAR though, so kind of
That's
bullshit.
true.
So wherever it lands on, I'm just trying to tell you a goal scorer for the weekend
Yes,
or
sir.
okay.
Oh no, for the weekend, bro. Yeah, we do this every week,
Okay.
man. Come on.
Okay. I didn't know if y'all meant like golden booty for like the golden boot award like at the end of the season.
No, yeah, I get
Okay.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Whoa, don't say golden boot, dude. There's trademarks here, man. This is the golden booty.
T.
All right, anyway, here we go. Oh, also be prepared to just hear an absolute hit when I spin this.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop
Do
when the
it.
clock hits 13.
Keep going.
Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
All right, Oaks is picking your game.
I'll give you Italy.
So Lautaro Martinez.
Okay. Is he plus money? I doubt it.
Oh, it's gotta be plus money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we ain't no frauds out here, bro.
Okay.
Lukaku also.
If Lautaro, then do Lukaku.
I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku, if Martinez is plus money, we'll do him. But then if he's not, then Lukaku.
I mean, the money line's minus 380.
Oh, who's Inter playing?
Who are they playing?
Inter's playing a nobody. They're
Oh,
minus
okay.
380.
Udinese, I think.
Give me Lukaku then.
All right, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Oaks, is it me or you? What are you feeling?
I'll go next.
All right.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13.
Oh.
Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Yeah, that didn't stop. You were about to get a fucking shit French game, just so you know. I was going to give you Brest versus Strasbourg.
I'm taking Rodrigo.
Rodrigo!
I was like, Emilio!
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo! It's crazy.
This means that since I said that, now I'm going to get League One. This is a fuck wheel.
Aubameyang finally got a goal today.
Finally, he was cooking, dude. But he was also playing.
Yeah.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13.
All right, Dave, you picked mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
So I get to
Dave,
decide
what am I
now?
doing?
Yeah, you get to pick a league, and Leg's got to pick a goal scorer.
All right, let's do EPL.
EPL. All right, guys, that was my golden booty wheel. No big deal. What's going on? EPL. I mean, should I just pick Son and be a bitch about it?
You got to specify which game, though.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
I
Ollie
do?
Watkins against Arsenal.
Love it.
Oh, nice.
Ollie
Okay.
Watkins, hold it down for us.
That's on my sheet as well.
Nice.
All right, real quick, we'll just go through our 15, and then we'll send everybody on their way. So standings, I did shit last week. I went 7 and 8. So below 50% is just absolutely unacceptable. That's just always a heartbreaker. Anyway, my 15, I got Real Madrid money line at Betis minus 125. Real Sociedad money line at Villarreal plus 115. Mallorca Sevilla over 4.5 cards. I don't know who the ref or the if that douchebag ref's fucking if Jose Munera is fucking reffing, take this off my board and burn it. I'll take an automatic loss. I don't want to have to watch that. Girona plus 1 at Barcelona is plus 100. Vallecano money line versus Celta Vigo plus 125 at home. Wild that they would do that. That's a Monday game, by the way. Newcastle money line at Everton plus 130. That's a Thursday game. Brentford money line at Sheffield minus 135. Wolves money line versus Forest minus 115. Newcastle money line at Spurs plus 175. And I put next to it, you should probably take the draw no bet, Dick. Gladbach double chance at Union Berlin is minus 150, which I find shocking because I think
What is it? Who at Union Berlin?
Gladbach.
Oh, yeah.
Gladbach.
Yeah.
Juventus Napoli under 2.5 is minus 140. Milan draw no bet at Atalanta at plus 105. Bologna money line at Saltines is plus 110. Fiorentina draw no bet at Roma plus 155. And Monaco money line at Rennes plus 170. Again, smarter pick probably be a draw no bet, but I think Rennes sucks. It's third place versus like 12th. That's weird to me. And then my parlay is the too high parlay because I was really stoned when I wrote it. Oh, I remember why I said that, because all the lines I felt were too high. So I have Vallecano money line, Monaco money line, and Fiorentina money line. Fuck you, Roma. That's the one that you have to pick one that you're like, all right, this is gonna lose.
Yeah. That's the one.
All right, I'm going Wolves money line -105, Aston Villa double chance -135, Chelsea money line +125, Fulham. No, fuck that. Getafe, Valencia, both teams to score +130. Betis, Madrid, both teams to score over 2.5 +100. Sociedad team total over 1.5 +120. Villarreal, no. Sevilla draw no bet +110. Bilbao money line -135. That's up on MGM. Market is -160, -165. If you can still go get that, go get it, because you won't get a better price. Bilbao team total over 1.5 is -140 as an alternate pick. If that number is still not available on MGM, it was before we kicked off the show. Girona +1 at +102. Real money line at +145. Juve, no, I'm gonna go. Yeah, Juve money line +145. Also, both teams to score in that game -125. Leverkusen money line +125. Monaco draw no bet +108. And that's all I got for you this week. Dave, you want to rattle off any picks?
I was gonna say, Dave, I know you're also a Discord guy, so if you want to be like, hey, you can follow me on Twitter here, Discord.
Yeah, plug all your socials.
Yeah. I don't have any Discord, but no, I don't have any plays at the moment. A little early for me, but yeah, if y'all want to follow me, at the Pitch Wizard on Twitter.
Link
please
is
follow
in
me.
the description. If you scroll down and just click a button, because I know I was like, oh, Pitch Wizard Dave. Oh, that's not his Twitter name, and I had to go do some research.
Great Twitter follow.
Yeah,
Great Twitter follow.
Yeah, _Pitch Wizard is the Twitter account. But no, I don't have any plays right now, but I'll soon get them. What tomorrow, at least for the EPL, I do like Tottenham over West Ham and then Newcastle over Everton. So yeah, I put those in. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys having me. This was a lot of fun. I'll definitely join again soon. But yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
You have an open chair until I don't feel like having you on, and I say, yeah, dude, you can't come on this week. All right.
I appreciate that.
Be sure to check out Pitch Wizards. Dave's got Facebook Premium as well, where he does picks. TwoFootTalk, Drip.com. Get some merch, hats, sweatshirts. I'm fucking hungry. I'm going to let Leg take back over the closing responsibilities, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
All right, you can follow me at a young Leg, follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Like he said, TFTDrip.com. Link is right down below. All the links to our socials are also right down below. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, what's good? Hope you stayed till right now, till an hour and 20 in. I'm not used to having 3 people in here. Maybe I miscalculated a little bit. Other than that, fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're TwoFootTalk, and we're out. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Peace.